And the battle over the budget in Pittsburgh is heating up. The mayor called out city council today over a cutback, and the council president says a property tax hike may be inevitable, although he does not support the proposed 30% increase. Chief Investigator Rick Earl has been following the city's financial crisis for us, and he is live in the studio with the very latest tonight. Rick.
Yeah, Lisa, just about a week ago, the council president suggested a 5% cut to every city department. But after hearing back from all of them, he says it's unrealistic. And there's likely only one way out of this.
The reality is we can't cut our way out of the deficit. We're going to have to bring in new revenue, which in some form or fashion means some increase in taxes.
Council President Dan Lavelle in an interview Wednesday afternoon saying a tax increase appears more and more likely. After hearing from all departments about his 5% proposed cuts across the board, he says many just can't afford it, and it would jeopardize city services.
It's unpractical. The reality being that to do an additional cut on top of what's already been done means we would be depriving citizens of service delivery. And as we saw this past weekend, when we have vehicles that are out, when we don't have the manpower, it becomes very problematic.
Lavelle did propose today diverting $4 million from the Stop the Violence Trust Fund, which he says has a surplus, to pay for new vehicles on top of the $10 million already budgeted for next year. Lavelle says replacing the aging fleet is a top priority. He says organizations will still receive all the Stop the Violence money. Council also putting the brakes on the $6 million construction of a salt dome and voting to terminate a $2 million contract for a comprehensive plan. That drew sharp criticism from Mayor Ed Gainey, who called it a legislative overreach, saying he won't end that contract. Now, Mayor Gainey tonight says council already approved the contract and cannot terminate it. Some council members, of course, disagree with that. As for the proposed 30% property tax hike, Lavelle says it's too high and he's working on something more reasonable. But again, he says some tax increase is very likely. Live in the studio this evening, Rick Earl, Channel 11 News.